Another heartbreaking loss for the New York Knicks as they fall 113 to 112 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I got some pretty strong thoughts about today's game, and we'll share that. But to close today's video, Tom Thibodeau has spoken about Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Julius Randle, and given some injury updates. And like today's game, it's not good news for the New York Knicks. I'm going to try to choose my words wisely here, and I often struggle with that because I am an emotional Knicks fan. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. But I am very, very upset with the way that Jalen Brunson played in that fourth quarter. And the thing that really upsets me the most about him is, from this game, was immediately after the game, he is shown on the MSG broadcast crying and whining to the officials immediately after the game. After you missed 3 fourth quarter free throws, after you missed the game winner, and after you had multiple turnovers. 3 turnovers today for Brunson. Missed 3 clutch fourth quarter free throws. And even if that was a foul on the shot that gave the Knicks the 112-111 lead, why are we acting as if he was going to make that? This isn't the first time Jalen Brunson has missed clutch free throws. He did it a couple times last year. He's done it a couple times this year. I am the biggest Jalen Brunson fan in the world. I love that dude. But he let you down today. He let you down. You can't miss clutch free throws. You can't. And you did. 3 of them. You've been phenomenal. You saved the New York Knicks. You're arguably the greatest Knick since Patrick Ewing. But at some point, you got to be a big dog. You got to be that dude and hit a fucking game winner. Win the game for the Knicks. Make some clutch free throws. You said on your podcast that you don't feel pressure. Pressure ate you up in the fourth quarter. You missed 3 clutch free throws. You missed another game winner. And that's okay. And that's okay. But don't go cry to the ref right after the game like they are the reason you lost. The reason you lost is, in part, because you did not show up in the fourth quarter. But more importantly, the New York Knicks have a fourth quarter problem now. They looked all helter-skelter against the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight, and they looked like a team that had 17 wins against a 50-win team against the San Antonio Spurs. Back-to-back games that you get blitzed in the start of the fourth quarter. You're down 1 against the San Antonio Spurs 2 days ago, and they come out on a 12-0-something run in the fourth quarter, and then you're playing catch-up. You start the fourth quarter today up by 10 points. A minute and a half into the game, you are losing. The New York Knicks, as currently constructed, have a fourth quarter issue. The New York Knicks today allowed 38 points in the fourth quarter to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They scored 27. Josh Hart. 13 points, 15 rebounds. I appreciate that. The dumb plays are killing this team. You had 2 fourth quarter turnovers. You missed a free throw in the fourth quarter. And for some reason, you thought it was a good idea, down by 2, with less than 2 minutes to go, in transition, to throw an alley-oop to Donte DiVincenzo when you could have fired a chest pass to him and he could have laid it up and in. What are you doing? And then Donte DiVincenzo. You miss your fourth quarter free throws. 16 of your 18 shots are threes? At some point, you got to get back to being a good shot taker and not someone that just jacks up horrible shots. And then you foul in the final 2 minutes 50 feet away from the basket. Donte DiVincenzo made plays in the fourth quarter that cost you. Josh Hart made plays in the fourth quarter that cost you. Jalen Brunson made plays in the fourth quarter that cost you. Let's not blame the refs on this one. The Knicks did not close the deal, and they only have themselves to blame. Missed fourth quarter free throws, turnovers in the fourth quarter. I'm worried. I am worried about this team because I think we need to understand that OG and Julius Randle are most likely not coming back. And if you play like this in the fourth quarter of the playoffs, it might be night-night in round one. It was playoff intensity against the Spurs. You crumbled. It was playoff intensity against the Thunder. You crumbled. At some point, Jalen Brunson, you want to be a 1A? I believe you're a 1A. You got to go do it. You want to be in the MVP conversation? You got to hit that shot like SGA hit it. You got to make your fourth quarter free throws instead of going and crying to the refs looking like a country club kid. We all believe in you. We all want to put you up there. It's a results-based business. Do it. You folded in Game 6 against Miami down the stretch. You turned it over. You didn't get it done today. You missed multiple fourth quarter free throws throughout your career. You've missed 2 free throws in the fourth quarter back-to-back before. I know OG's not here. I know Randall's not here. It doesn't matter. You should have won this game, and you didn't. You didn't. We'll talk more about injuries coming up around the corner, but first I got to give a huge shout-out to today's sponsor, Prize Picks. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS, and Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Prize Picks is the #1 daily fantasy sports app in the game. It's fun, it's easy, and it's exciting. All you do is create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you simply choose more or less on their projected stat line. The NBA action is heating up with the playoffs about 2 weeks away, and March Madness is still ongoing as we are days away from the Final Four in the National Championship. Get hooked up with Prize Picks, support the show, be a real one. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use that promo code CLNS, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Knicks are now in the 4th seed. They choke versus the Thunder. They choke versus the Spurs. They could be tied for the 2 seed right now. And it's only getting worse as Mitchell Robinson did not play against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He has re-injured that same ankle that he had surgery on, and he did not play, and I do not know if he is going to return this year. It's the second time this season that Mitchell Robinson has been hurt after being cleared by the medical team. Julius Randle has still not been cleared for contact. Julius Randle has not played since January 27th. The playoffs are 2 weeks away. Is something going to change with his shoulder in 2 weeks? I do not know. If Julius Randle is not ready to go in the last 5 games of the regular season, he should just get surgery. Because I don't need to see him play his way back into shape and into basketball form again in Game 1 of the playoffs like he did against the Cavaliers, where he was quite literally terrible and didn't try. More bad news. What a day. OG Anunoby hasn't taken any contact in a practice setting since he's been sidelined with right elbow injury management. Tom Thibodeau also on if there is concern within the medical staff that OG Anunoby could not come back this season. Just deal with reality day to day. What the hell does that mean? Maybe it's just we're the Knicks and we're cursed. You have 8 games left. You have 8 games left. Your team is your team. I am officially worried about the injuries, and I am officially worried about this basketball team. Playoffs start in 20 days. It's not February. It's not January. It's April. March is over with. You are 20 days away. And that's from the playoffs. If you don't close out the season well, you'll be playing in 14 days in the play-in. I don't know. I don't know. I'm fucking worried. I'm worried. I don't know. I don't know. Let's do our part. Hit that thumbs up icon for me. I don't know how else to get them healthy, but let's like the video. Maybe the more likes we get, the more likely they'll be healthy. Because I'm starting to think if they don't get healthy, they might just be done in round one. Ever since the Lakers game, teams have forced other players to beat you. And the Knicks really haven't had much success doing it. And even when they let Jalen Brunson win the game, he misses freaking clutch free throws. I believe in Jalen Brunson. I love him. I am thankful he is a New York Knick. He's the best New York Knick, maybe since Ewing, maybe since Carmelo Anthony. But it's some time to be the king, you got to sit in the chair. And he needs to go and sit in that chair. Make sure you hit me up on social media. We'll see y'all later.